Every episode after this is basically the same thing in my Yellow Spring series. This is mostly Klingon Empire only episodes. So let's begin Alpha. They said the Klingon bird of prey had gone missing in this sector. We have to presume it was probably the House of Torg. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was something else. Alright, let's start a sensor sweep. Alright, let's go towards that nebula. This kind of feels like a trap. Well, if those raiders come at me, I'll defend myself. Alright, let's calibrate sensors. For the moment, let's cloak. There's some wreckage. Question is of what? Calibrating sensors. No, oh, we gotta get slow stuff. Calibrating sensors now. Light plasma beam turret and torpedo turret. First, let's get rid of these turrets. No doubt left behind by the raiders. Alright, come to a full stop. Calibrate sensors. Well, you'll answer to someone. You'll answer to me. All weapons. Any others? Ooh, a Talon battleship. One of the best. Oh, you put a tractor beam on me? I'll put a tractor beam on you.
Four shields failing. Rear shields failing. Right shields failing. Hull integrity
Direct
below
hit.
75%. Left shields failing.
Start repairing subsystems. Took some damage there. Alright, let's get closer so we can analyze it. Okay, we've established orbit. Let's beam down. There may be survivors. If not, hopefully these warriors died well. Alright, let's get moving. Gotta get to the high ground. Not a bad looking place. Let's scan for those energy readings. If they're artificially generated, that means someone down here doesn't want us to beam back to our ship. Alright, then let's set up pattern enhancers. Something's watching us. I don't like being watched. Alright, let's see if we can find that crash site. Rescue any survivors we can. Count for the dead if possible. Because we're also dealing with a lot of space, I'm going to distance my camera out a little bit. There's something up ahead. Something popped up earlier. Must have been me. It's a decaying Cardassian corpse. Wait a second. Anything else? Nope. Perhaps that's what killed that Cardassian. Weapons at the ready. Keep an eye out for anything. In this case, paranoia is acceptable. Nothing back here. There's two more decaying corpses. A decaying corpse and then a decaying Goran corpse. Let's check the one down here. Be surprised if something pops off the ground. Could it be the natural species of this planet? Or something else? Either way, I don't like it. I'd rather the warriors come out and fight me face to face. I will not leave a warrior to such a fate. Destroy that beast. Slay it. It's a commander. He died well. At least I didn't allow his body to be desecrated by a beast of that magnitude. There are more corpses up ahead. I know I should be going to the crash site, but I gotta investigate what's happened to these people. So if it wasn't the animals, there's something here that's hunting them. There's that Goran corpse. So we've established that animals did not kill these crewmen. It's something else. Could it be Nausicaan? There were pirate raiders out here. It would explain why they came down here to eradicate the evidence. We would have discovered something more important than that right now. Gotta find more clues. So our hunters happen to be the Hirogen. So it's not the natives of the planet, it's the Hirogen. Well, now that we identified who the hunters are, now we gotta find the crashed ship. Let's scan the crash site. As expected. There's the captain.
There was no mechanical failure. My ship was shot down. We ran into Nausicaans in this system. The pirates were a trivial concern, but they got a lucky shot at our port nacelle. I had to take shields offline until my engineer could get in there and patch up the power couplings. That's when the Hirogen attacked. The cowards waited until we were almost defenseless. A third of my crew survived the crash. We stayed close to the ship and tried to get the emergency beacon working, but the Hirogen jammed our signals with a duonetic field. They never stopped hounding us. The Hirogen destroyed our supplies, stole our medkits, sabotaged our weapons. And then, when we were weakened, they started hunting us. I've lost more than a dozen warriors. I don't know how many are left.
We'll search for survivors, Captain. At least he died from blood loss and not from being hunted. It's good to know they didn't flee from their posts. That's interesting. There's gotta be more up ahead. Yep, there's one. Do you always have to deal with these things? From what I'm seeing, most of these warriors either died from console explosions or from the crash itself. Either way, they died well. Makes sense. There's a data recorder over here. At least I thought there was. That's the shield generator that my crewman established. Sometimes these can be a little bit glitched. I'll keep on looking ahead. But I'm not seeing much. Appears to be a wing. They went down hard. Surprisingly, though, the core didn't breach. means it could have been a particularly tactile move, not to destroy the ship, but to make it crash. Crashing on the planet would have been one thing that these warriors would have died from, but then to be hunted is unacceptable. Hopefully we'll find the Hirogen that did this. There's another one. Wait a second. He's Romulan. Keep an eye on him.
I'll fight until my last.
Captain, speak to me. Let's use a hypospray.
That's. I feel my strength returning. My vessel was on a reconnaissance mission. We surveyed several Talshar bases and entered the radar system under cloak. We have complete scans of the Romulans' defenses and what could be data on a new type of Romulan ship. There is a complication, however. When we were leaving the last base, we detected a Romulan shuttle attempting to hide its energy signature in our warp trails. I ordered the shuttle disabled, and its pilot brought aboard for questioning.
Which will explain the Romulan we just found.
I plan to take the Petarch back to Kronos. When the Nausicaans knocked our power offline, though, he escaped the brig and sabotaged our computers, encrypting our sensor data. You'll need to get past the Romulan security lockout to get the data. If you can't break his code, I'm sure you can convince him to do it for you.
So, break the code, or break him. Being an engineer, I should have some expertise in bypassing the data core lockout. It needs to be lined up blue, green, and white. Override. Nothing to it. I could have beaten this guy up and gotten the information, but being an engineer, I figured I'd try it myself.
Kapla! I am ready to leave this planet. I'll follow you back to the transport point.
Alright, Captain. Let's get out of this crash site. You gotta hail the ship.
Treacherous Hirogen scum!
Of course.
Go! Catch that Petarch of a Romulan! Here I will stand. My crew will be avenged!
I'll get the Romulan. He could have made this a lot easier on himself if he just stayed with us. Of course there's more Hirogen.
Personal shield losing power.
You got nowhere to go. I'll be damned. The Hirogen do not have any honor. Not only do they hunt our warriors, but they put them in cells. If there's any good news out of this, at least we now know that there are more crew members alive. Sto-Vo-Kor awaits them another time. Ah, he somehow got away, but here he comes.
I submit to your will. Among my people, that would make you bound to protect me as you would an honored guest. So guard me now, if you are truly honorable. A large force of Hirogen are coming this way. I won't survive without your assistance.
One of those situations where I either leave him to the Hirogen or I take him as he is. Once again, folks, there are no right or wrong answers when it comes to this. Do I do the honorable thing and take him? Or do I mistakenly leave him there to possibly be hunted and killed by the Hirogen? No one would blame me, but because he is a Tal Shiar operative, I'm going to take him. Alright, let's secure the prisoner and prepare to move out.
You won't regret this. If I ever return to my home, I will tell my people that there is at least one officer of the Empire who truly knows the meaning of the word honor. Lead the way. I will follow willingly.
How dare he say something about honor?
Enemy targets on sensor.
Okay, we gotta return to the transport site. Wait a second, there's something up ahead. More crewmen? Are they dead, or are they trapped, or what?
These scheming Pataka are using me and my crewmates as bait for their traps. There is a spatial charge underneath me. This wire to explode if I move. You might be able to disarm it if you cut the right wire. Save me, or let me die with my honor intact.
The honorable thing to do would be to try and rescue you. Cut green, orange, red. Bomb disarmed. Seriously? Will these Hirogen ever learn? I rescue a man, and he ends up dying anyway. If I was a Starfleet officer, I'd feel shame, but I'm not. I'm part of the Klingon Empire. I freed a man so he could die well. It is the Klingon way. Cut the green wire. Disarm the bomb. And just as a precaution, I'm deploying mines.
Enemy targets on sensor.
They got me locked in something. Okay, at least he survived. bound to be more crewmen up ahead. And just because I have a sneaking suspicion of what's going to happen, I'm going to deploy some mines. And as a safety precaution, because when he is revived, he'll probably be a week. So I'm going to deploy a medical generator. Cut the green wire. Disarm the bomb. As is suspected.
Flanking damage detected.
Saved another warrior. And there's one more up ahead. Just like before. Deploying a medical generator. Placing some... Let's place some mines a little bit closer. Got the green and orange. Disarm the bomb. Got an accolade for that. Of course, the first thing that they targeted is the medical generator. Three out of four isn't bad. One died, and the other three were rescued. I can live with that. Oh yeah, transport site's up there. We could take these warriors home.
There you are! Let us talk of victory!
Thought you were dead. You were outnumbered.
Ha ha! I slew the Herodians' leader in combat. And then caught most of the rest of them in the blast. It was glorious!
Indeed it was, Captain.
But there is still glory to be had. A second Herodian Alpha still stalks this jungle. I led him here. Prepare for battle! Ha ha ha!
It'll be nice to fight alongside you, Captain.
I rule this jungle, and everything in it is my prey. You may have evaded some of my traps, but that only prolonged the hunt. The high ground cannot help you. It is a prison. You're trapped, and my hunters are circling. I will give my initiates the honor of killing you. They need the taste of blood to keep them hungry for more.
Well, then I'm sorry to disappoint you.
Personal shield losing power.
Enough talk. You want to fight? Let's fight.
Personal shield losing power.
Coward, you ran from me. That wasn't him. That's a beta right there. Where's the alpha? More hunter initiates.
Enemy target on center.
Come on, where is the alpha? There you are. Got you.
Qapla'! You are a friend to me and my house. You saved me and my warriors from being hunted like tarks in a pit. I will not forget. When we meet again, we will drink a barrel of my family's finest blood wine. Have you ever had the 2309 vintage?
As far as your prisoner goes, Captain, we have retrieved him.
Excellent. I have many questions for this one. Before I am through, he will tell us all he knows. Then he will beg for death. Perhaps I'll carve the names of every one of my crew into his back. That way he will carry them with him for the rest of his miserable, short life.
However you handle it is your business, Captain. Let's beam out. I think I'll go with the Klingon Intelligence Stealth Utility Armor, Mark 6.
Serve the Empire well. Qapla'! The fledgling Romulan Republic has requested our aid, and I have decided to give it to them. While I do not trust the Romulans, this operation is an excellent chance to learn the capabilities of their new ships, and to earn their favor. Republic ships have disappeared in the Azure Nebula, and they have been tracked to a hidden Tholian outpost. I don't know what the Tholians are doing with the Romulan ships, and I do not care. Join the Azure Nebula Rescue Task Force operation and show both the Tholians and the Romulans that the Empire is not to be trifled with. Serve the Empire well. Qapla'!
That's another episode for another time. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed my Klingon Empire series. Keep an eye out for more of my videos. In the meantime, this is Captain Chris Dorn, signing off.